Honorable Director Sir, judges, teachers, and all my dear friends. Today, I, Smoksha from class 11D, standing here to explain my views on today's declarations topic, euthanasia. Should be legalized in India or not? Friends, as we have already discussed much more about euthanasia, so I will not waste your precious time and I would like to move forward. Euthanasia. According to me, euthanasia is boon for sufferer. I am asking to you, why euthanasia should not be legalized in India? Imagine you are unable to get out of bed, to eat, unassisted, needing another to clothe, you bath, you day out. Is that any living? Let's say you have a chronic illness like cancer and you are suffering from extreme physical pain and where death is guaranteed but pain is constant. At that case, would you not ask the doctor to end your suffering or painful life? Yes, I am saying that all humans have right to live a life, but a patient suffering from cancer feels very weak, exhausted, and they loses their willpower, they loses their willpower for this. At last, euthanasia also free up hospital beds and other resources as population is increasing rapidly, but we have fewer limited resources. In fact, in addition, the patient organs are healthy, they can donate and save several lives. Euthanasia also removes economic burden from life or from family or relatives. Many people might have thinking, how silly is that? Money is more important than somebody's life. But yes, I am saying that. I would like to say that in India, more than 67% of total population is living very poor life, and more than 27% of India's total population is below poverty line. It means they can't even afford food for them. So from where they will afford for treatment? At last, I would like to say thanks to all of you for listening carefully, and I would like to say special thanks to my English teacher.
What is done is done. Now redress the error and this day will be won. Fair is foul and foul is fair. The morals of war are not a weak man's affair. Good afternoon everyone. Today I am Miss Vidhi Singhal of class 9 is one of the speakers in the favor of the topic that is whether euthanasia should be legalized in our country or not. God has given us such a beautiful life. But what if this beautiful life turns into a sufferable one and seems as a painful burden to an individual? Don't you think that this painful life should be brought to an end if the patient demands for it? Is it good to make someone suffer? Shouldn't we give euthanasia to the patient and terminate their life? Yes, of course. Why not? Now you might be thinking, what is euthanasia? Euthanasia in simpler language is understood as termination of life by a doctor at the request of a patient. Euthanasia is categorized into different ways, which include voluntary euthanasia, non-voluntary euthanasia, and involuntary euthanasia. There is always a debate between the medical and the bioethics literature whether or not the non-voluntary killing of a patient can be regarded as euthanasia, irrespective of the intent or the patient's circumstances. My perspective on today's topic is that euthanasia should be legalized in each and every country around the world and should be given to each and every patient who demands for it. I would say that assisting a subject to die might be a better option than they continue to suffer. Not all deaths are painless. Instead of suffering till you die, it's better to have a tolerable death by making euthanasia legal. Even a right has been guaranteed in the European right, a right not to be forced to suffer. It should be considered much of a crime to make someone suffer. A mentally competent, terminally ill person has a protected liberty interest in choosing to end his intolerable suffering. The much quoted reference to do not harm is also in the need of explanation. Does not harming means that we should prolong the life that the patient sees as a painful burden? Surely the harm in this instance is done when we prolong the life, and doing no harm means that we help the patient die. Killing the patient? Technically yes. Is it a good thing? Sometimes yes. For both patients and their loved ones, real decisions are demanded. When do we stop doing all that we can do? When do we withhold therapies and allow nature to take its course? When do we, through our own, allowing wondrous medical methods to purposely prolong the dying rather than the living? These severely intense decisions should be left upon the patient rather than our society. Even our religious consents say that it is every person's inviolable right to determine their recovery from extreme physical or mental disability. Lastly, I would like to conclude that euthanasia should be made legal not only in our country but also in each and every country around the world, as it depends upon the individual's living wills. Miss Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, a Swiss American psychiatrist, quoted in a famous book that euthanasia prevents people from completing their unfinished business. Thank you.
Religious and secular morality decrees state that no one has the right to take his or her life, and nor anyone in this world has the right to take others' life. Our principle of Quran states, Allah has given you life, He will take your life. None other can take these matters into your head. A very warm good afternoon to respected directors, sir, respected teachers, distinguished panel of judges, and all my valuable dear friends. The painless feeling of a person who is suffering from a terminally ill disease or who is in a condition from which recovery is very painful and bleak, and the killing of such a person is termed as euthanasia. Euthanasia can be broadly classified into two categories, voluntary or involuntary. In the voluntary euthanasia, patient is given euthanasia with the consent of him. But in involuntary euthanasia, it is just the opposite. As many of my friends have pointed out, that a patient should be given euthanasia to empty the or to preoccupy the beds for other patients. But I would like here to point out that is that bed more useful than the valuable life of that patient, or the human life is only of such a worth? Is human life of such a worth that one bed is more valuable than his life? Euthanasia is considered to relieve the economic burden of the patients. But I would here like to ask, a patient has earned all his life. Before becoming a patient, he has earned all his life. He has worked hard throughout his life. Doesn't his family members have such a money so that they can sustain his life? They can save him? It is shows a sheer lack of decency, a sheer lack of moral reasons. It is not moral to end a person's life. Life is the most prized possession given by God to us. Doctors are considered as pain relievers, but I would here like to point out that they abuse their duties. In the Hippocratic Oath, they pray that they will not prescribe any medicine which can take the life of any patient. But in assisted suicide case, the physicians themselves prescribe the medicines for the patients to take euthanasia. Doesn't it show the sheer lack of decency among the doctors? Doesn't it put a question mark on legalizing euthanasia? Voluntary euthanasia gives docs too much power. If an unfit newborn baby is born and he is prescribed euthanasia, then do you consider that a mother will be able to see that condition of his newborn baby who has kept him in his womb for 9 months? Give sanctity to life. Don't make it a stock of laughter, and don't take it as granted because it is the most prized possession. At last, I would like to conclude myself. May we all understand the importance of life. May we all understand that legalization of euthanasia should not be done because it is ethically, logically, morally, and spiritually wrong. Thank you.
A very good afternoon to Honorable Director Sir, respected jury, worthy teachers and my dear friends. I, Manish Kumar Aga of Class 10C, stand on this due to express my views on the topic euthanasia. Euthanasia, which is also known as mercy killing, is a topic of controversies and debate. Morally, ethically and legally, we can imagine that it is the debates on morally, ethically and legally. It is a deliberate advancement of a person's death when a person asks to die. It means creating painless death of a person when a person asks to die for the benefit of that person. But according to my perception, it's a murder, or even I should say it's offensive crime. The criminals are those doctors. But I also know there are people who disagree. As I said, it is a crime. But I also know everything in this world has its own pros and cons. According to my opinion, it's a murder. It's creates the sanctity of life. The people are forgetting the sanctity of life. If we are saying that we should let that person die who is terminally ill, if we can say, if a person is suffering from a hopelessly incurable disease, when a person needs us so much, we should let him or her die. Is this really fair according to humanities? I should say, you will not say. If we are saying that we should let the person die, we can imagine the situation, he or she is suffering. Let me ask you, if this will be fair, we should carry out euthanasia? I want response from you all. Will you say euthanasia should be carried out? I totally oppose if you are saying yes, it should be carried out, because who the hell are we or those doctors? Who the hell are we or those doctors to take the life of the person? Because many things are attached to him. His life, his wife, his children, his house. I remember such poetic lines. I love my mother loves my dad. These two facts are undeniable. I want him to live. I want him to fight to live as long he wishes to. But that hell doctor convinced my father to take euthanasia and he's no more. The most dreadful thing that a large family does to one of its infant member is that they let him die. We are saying that it should be legalized in India. But according to my point of view, my dear, it should be legalized in India and other countries, because let us reveal the pages of history. History teaches that giving a state legal authority has its own dreadful consequences. Let us reveal the pages. From the Soviet Blue Whale to the Nazi concentration camp and the killing fields of Cambodia, history teaches us that giving a state legal authority to kill innocent individuals has its own dreadful consequences. At last, I sum up by my concluding question that is euthanasia a liberation movement for human rights, or a right of choice, or an exterminative drive or aggressive drive to exterminate the poor or the helpless people who are suffering from an incurable disease? Thank you.
Euthanasia, euthanasia, euthanasia. Oh God, what is this euthanasia? As everybody is talking about it. Okay, as my friend said, euthanasia refers to the practice of intentionally ending a life in order to relieve pain and suffering. And good morning, one and all present here. Today, I Priyanka Naim D is here to give my statement on euthanasia versus killing. As everybody is saying that euthanasia should be given, but my perspective is totally different from others. I think euthanasia should not be given. Is it morally correct to end a patient's life when he has the right to live longer? No, my friends, I don't think so, because modern medicines have developed a lot and we can even help the patient artificially. Perhaps it's God to decide whether the patient will live or not. Who are we to interfering in the plan of God? A coma patient can't indicate that he or she wishes to die or not. It should be left up to God to decide it. And according to my point of view, euthanasia is just a murder, or even I should call it a serious crime. Euthanasia is not a matter of self-determination or personal belief. It is an act that requires two people to make it possible. And if we look at this matter seriously, then we will realize that the patient who is ready to take euthanasia because their families are putting and considering them a huge burden on their head. The patient obviously feels guilt that he is the only reason to the problem of his family. Because of him, his family is suffering. And surely I think that it gives doctor too much power, which they sometimes try to misuse. The patient who requests euthanasia requires the diagnosis of at least two doctors who made it possible. Do you think it is good? Really, it is wrong to give two individuals the right to decide whether the patient will live or not. And even sometimes doctors hear patients themselves and give it name euthanasia mercy killer. And euthanasia mercy killer. And for hiding their mistakes, they even cross their limit and have no hesitation in doing it. At last, my overall conclusion is that euthanasia should be banned or illegalized in every part of the world. Thank you.
Euthanasia comes from the Greek word which means good health. There are many countries in which this act or this thing is legal. Beware, because this is against God. God, the creator of all. Good afternoon, honorable directors, judges, worthy teachers, and my friends. Today, Arya Shrivastava of class 9th going to speak on euthanasia, which my friends call mercy killing. But I really disheartened with this statement. According to me, this is just an assisting suicide. Life itself is valuable, and no one has the right to decide when to end it or not. Killing, whether by choice or not, it still remains killing.
the law because there was no fault between murder and assisted suicide. Mercy killing should not be legal in any country. Mercy killing, there have been multiple Supreme Court cases that would agree that euthanasia is unconstitutional, while some would disagree that it is mandating people's suffering. If someone was dishonest with a deadly disease and killed them because they know then a virus found, ultimately you never know when it's time to pass. So, if a pro-mercy killing law was passing, it would increase the risk to killing someone soon. Life itself is valuable. So, and the key point is that religion view people, the Bible says that God is the giver of life. Wouldn't that mean God and only God alone has the right to take life? And if a person wants himself mercy killing, then also it should be legal because assisted suicide is closely related to euthanasia. So, I want to sum up with my concluding words. I would only like to say that it is not moral to end the patient life because he has the right to live longer. Thank you. Life is very precious for all of us. But had you ever thought why the death rates are increasing in today's world? One reason is euthanasia. Good afternoon. I am Arshprit Reddy of class 9C standing in front of you all for declarations on topic euthanasia should be illegalized. Euthanasia means mercy killing. It is also considered as homicide or suicide. In general, it is done for love or when a person is suffering from extreme pain or any incurable disease, then he often chooses to die rather than to live. One question comes in my mind that in ancient period, people knew what euthanasia is. If the answer is yes, then what was their reaction? Philosophers like Aristotle and Pythagoras were in the favor of euthanasia. According to Indian belief, if a person commits a suicide, then he neither goes to hell nor to heaven, but remains on earth as a bad spirit. But I am totally against the euthanasia because God has given us life, not humans. So it is not moral to kill a person. As the rapists do rape, criminals do crime on a person, then that person thinks that the rape or crime which has on me is a burden for my family, so I should commit suicide, which is very wrong one. If the money can waste, time can waste, then why not life is waste? Life is given by God, not by doctors. Doctors can help to only save the life. According to my opinion, it is not moral to kill one person if he don't wish. Thank you. Life is the most precious creation in this world. No matter how science is advanced, the beauty of the nature and the creation of the life and the cause of death remain untold mystery. Life cannot be created again. Then who gives us right to take the life of any person who is suffering from terminal disease? A mind-blowing good afternoon, respected directors, worthy teachers, and all my dear friends. Today, I, Lalita Bhati, is standing in front of you to put my statement regarding euthanasia, or we can say mercy killing. Voluntary euthanasia is unnecessary because alternative treatment exists. It is widely believed that a person who is suffering from incurable disease have only two options. Either he die or he receive euthanasia. But in middle, there is the way of the meticulous research in which the pioneer says that a person who is suffering can also relieve himself by this exercise. As some of our friends say that euthanasia should be legalized. all of you. Just suppose you are going from school to home and you meet an suddenly accident and the driver of another car left you in that situation, in that critical situation, then what you will think? You just think somebody come and help you. And just pray to God, please God help my life. And curse that driver. The same situation with that person who is suffering from terminal disease. Then how we can decide to give the euthanasia to that person? Even doctors are not the God. They are also the human beings. Their decisions can be wrong. So I think that euthanasia give too much power to the doctors, and even I think that make the doctor the most dangerous person in this world. In my personal view, euthanasia is a curse for a person who is suffering from terminal disease. Or we can say, a person who is thinking for a light of life, and we are going to give the euthanasia. Just think about the critical situation of him. Just think. Thank you and have a nice day.
Being a best teacher, but nobody wants to be his student. A person become a doctor, and he should take an oath that he should feel a pain, not a patient. Good afternoon, Dr. Teacher, all my dear friends. Today, I am Satyam Singh, student of 7th A. It's going to represent on the topic of euthanasia, legalized or not.
माइक को ऑन करो.
Let me tell you, if a person is in the last stage,
माइक को ऑन कर दो.
if a person is in the last stage of their life and wanting to die with dignity, then this whole phenomenon is known as euthanasia. Now I ask you, one person, who are we? Who are we to take someone's life? Joy and sadness is a part of our life. And it is natural phenomenon. It is natural phenomenon life. It is natural phenomenon. If we enjoy the joy, then we should have to face the sadness. In my view, life is all about challenge, and we should accept challenge. Pain is a best. Pain is a part of our life. God has given us a wonderful life. God has given us a wonderful life, and all people have right to live according to them. So we do not have right to take someone's life. I think this will not be a right step to give euthanasia to a patient who needs us support at that time. Suppose euthanasia is legal, then what happened, my dear? The doctor would have too much power by having the legal right to kill someone. Even if a patient makes a decision not to die, but the doctor is still want to change the decision. I don't understand, my dear friend, why patient's life should be given in the hand of the doctor. My dear friend, I don't understand why patient life should be given to the hand of doctor. First of all, I want to ask a question to those students who are in favor that who we are. Tell me who we are. Are we a god or person who have supernatural power to decide whether a person should die or not? Only because of he is not contributing to the national income, or he is wasting our time, money, or he is wasting our resource. By this, we take the most valuable thing from him, that is his life. My dear friend, life is not a toy to which we can pay it. It is the most valuable thing for everyone. And I also want to ask another question to those students that you are saying that cancer should be legalized. Okay, I am agree with you. It should be legalized. But power. Suppose a doctor take from a patient, then he simply give euthanasia to the patient, and nobody will ask to him why he has given euthanasia to the patient, because our government has legalized euthanasia, and he had a legal authority by the government. And according to me, euthanasia clear the fate of those children who are not interested in their parents, but they are interested in the parents' properties. And if euthanasia is legalized, then these children get the opportunity to win over their parents by using euthanasia on their parents. And I want to ask, who is responsible for this? Tell me, who is responsible for this? I know none of you will take this responsibility, because it is a human nature. Whenever we get a responsibility, then always we try to ignore this responsibility. And I am sure after listening to this thing, those who are in favor of euthanasia will change their mind and think that it should not be legalized in our country. As we know that nowadays many people are hated from each other because of the hard competition. So, euthanasia can be used in the wrong way. Suppose an insurance company put pressure on doctor to use euthanasia on a patient so that he can save some money. By saving some money, we can kill anyone. According to me, this is very wrong. And I know most of the students who are there are believe in a God, and they also believe in a miracle. So, who we are to decide what will the future of the patient? I think that we have to change our mind. Thinking that I think we have to change our thinking that we have to die someone, we have to think this thing. At last I want to say that, my dear friends, life is a beautiful thing which is given by our God, and it is our duty to respect this beautiful thing. So according to me, life has an up and down. Life does not have up and down. Then why we call it life? So at last I want to thank my English teacher, Sunita ma'am, because she gave me such great opportunity to speak my point of view of euthanasia in front of all of you. And at last I want to thank my all dears, my respected director sir, my judge, and my all dear friends to listen my topic pleasantly or peacefully. Thank you, friends.
Imagine a situation where patients live in the constant fear of their life, where hospitals and doctors don't treat them for their illness but kill them instead because they think that their lives are no longer worth living. Who are we to take such a decision? Good morning to all of you present here. My name is Vijay Chauhan, and today I am here to present my views on euthanasia. Euthanasia is intentional killing of a patient by any physician or another party. And according to my friends, it is a tool which kills all the pain and suffering of a patient. Sorry friends, I don't support all of them who support euthanasia, because we must kill the pain, not the patient. As my friend said, that the patient life is no longer worth living. Here I ask you a question, what makes your life worth living? What makes your life worth living, guys? As I gone through a newspaper, a lady was in coma for 3 years and there was no hope left. But suddenly she woke up from coma. And I think this is a miracle. According to euthanasia supporters, she should have given death. Yes, but this situation arises the question in our mind that if we haven't seen the future, if we don't have power to see the future, how can we decide one should live or not on this earth? Tell me guys, how can we decide? If euthanasia legalizes, the fair line between doctors and patient will be erased. And the doctors will abuse their powers. Definitely they will be abusing their powers. Some will prefer euthanasia because of heavy curing costs. Yes. Do you value human life so little? Do you? Anyone tell me the question, the answer of this question? Do we value human life so little? No. Pope Francis gave a name to this act, the act of euthanasia. The sin against God. Yes, this is a sin against God's will, as He is the only one who has power to destroy our life and who will give our life to us. Who are we to take in our hand? Even though we are not sure about our life, then how can we decide about the life of anyone? I ask you a question. I ask you a question to my jury members. I ask you a question to my audience. I ask you a question to my director, sir. That will you be killing a newborn baby that is suffering from terminal disease? That was carried by her mother in her womb. Will you be killing that baby? Think again, guys. Think again. From the core of your heart. Think again. At last, I would like to thank all of you, as I have got a wonderful audience who have listened my views very patiently. Thank you, Director Sir. Thank you, jury members. And thank you, my English teachers, who have given me a wonderful opportunity to speak in front of you. Thank you.